If you're online and you are seeing my live, please comment and let me know that you're here. And if you share my video, even on the replay, I'll choose one person to receive this card that we're going to make today. I'm going to make today. So let me know if you're here. I'm sorry, I'm still struggling with getting everything right before I go live, but today I'm just going to go with it. So let me know if you're here. Just leave me a comment and then I'll know that you're here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. So I'm going to show you this bundle. It's called Desert Details, and I always want to call it Dessert Details because I love to eat. But it is actually a beautiful stamp set, and the dies, there's 8 dies, and it has a kind of a Southwest theme, and it's really a beautiful set. It's in the January to April mini, and it is retiring. And if you are interested in getting it, I would suggest you buy the stamp set and the dies separately, because the dies are on sale. They're normally $34 and they're on sale for $13.60, so you can save like $19. And remember that today is free shipping. If you place a $75 order, you can get free shipping. There's some things that are going up in price, like envelopes, cardstock, so it's not hard to get to reach the $75. Again, if you're here, let me know by commenting, and so we'll get started. So this is the card that I'm making, and again, it uses this distinctive stamp set. You can see how the coloring on the card, on the actual card, is really distinctive, very pretty. It has different colors in it. So we're going to make this card today. So, and this is the dies, and we're going to use the dies. And first I'll show you the measurements. So we're using Pale Papaya as the card base, and that's scored at 8. It's cut at 8.5 by 5.5. It's scored at 4 1/4. And then for the inside, we're going to use soft succulent 5 1/4 by 4, and basic white 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then for the front of the card, we're using the Delicate Dessert Designer Series paper, cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and this too is retiring. And then we're going to use silver foil 5 1/4 by 4, and we're going to cut out this part out of that piece, and then this white is just for stamping the flowers. So I'm going to start first by moving this out of the way, and we're going to cut out the silver foil, and I'm going to be using these rectangular frames. So I'll take that off, and we're going to line up these on here, turn them over so that they are, and I'm going to line up this one in here because this will cut out the center part, and then I'll have the open parts. So I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine, and I'm going to line these up on my silver foil carefully so I get it even, and then I'm going to run that through. So that's the first order of business, is to run this through the die cutting machine so we can have that beautiful frame. And now I can use that for another card. And so we've got this gorgeous frame that I've cut out the center out of. So I'll put my die cutting machine away for now. If you're here, please leave me a message that you're here. So we will start by building the front of the card. And I'm going to burnish this really well. And we're going to put the delicate designer series paper on the pale papaya. And then I'm going to add this beautiful silver piece, and I'm going to use some dimensionals to put it on so that it's popped up. Well, I should use many dimensionals, but I think I'm just going to cut these in. I'm going to show you how to use these side pieces. I love using every bit of it. I don't want to waste anything, so we can use these side pieces along here, and that way it will be popped up. There's some more. And I hate to waste any of these because they cost money. So now we'll take the backing off. If you're here, please leave me a comment. And so these will go, this will just be centered on the front. So we've got that part done. Now we're going to, I'll put the inside of the card together so that it's all ready to just stamp and put the flowers on. So this will go here. It's a soft succulent, which is one of our retiring in colors, and I'm going to miss it because I love it. But there's new ones coming out and they're beautiful. So this will go inside. So now we're going to stamp and cut out. So we're going to stamp 1 large flower and 2 small flowers. So I'm going to use my Calypso Coral to stamp that. And then we'll cut them out. And I'm going to make 2 of the smaller flowers. And to cut those out, I'm actually going to use my mini die cutting machine because I can. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit so it'll go through perfectly. So let me move these so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to line this up. And it's not hard to line it up. It's very, very easy. One thing about the mini die cutting machine that I have learned, and I was Stampin' Up! Showed us this. When you have you use the white plate, which is number 1, and then you're going to use 2 number 2s. So bring this first number 2 back just about 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch, however, and then line up your die and your cardstock, your image. And then when you put this one on, put it on so that it's equal to the white. So you have a little bit of a sandwich, and run it through. And I have no problem running it through. And I know people have had problems in the past, but this is the trick to make it work. If you're here, please let me know. So that's the first one. So we've got the flower cut out. Now we've got 2 of the small ones. And I will get my small die. And we'll cut that out. And again, this just fits right over here. And I often use washi tape just because washi tape will hold it steady and it won't move while you're running it through. Again, line up this and then line up the top one with the white one, and then it just goes right through. If you're here, please let me know and leave me a comment and share. If you share my video, I will choose one person to receive the card, this card that we're making. And I hope I'm not out in limbo. I might be, but you can always watch it on the replay. Just run that through, and now we have both small flowers and the large flower cut out. And so now I can put away my machine. And yes, I love my little boho blue machine, but the white one works just fine too. So now the next thing is to build our the front of our card. So I have already cut out the circle and these, I don't know what they're called. I'm sure someone from the Southwest could let me know what they are. So now I just need to find what I did with them. First of all, I'll use my, oh boy. I had those done, and now I can't find them. Typical of me. And using my, I get here and I get nervous and I can't find anything. So, let me know if you're here with a little comment on my page. And I'll find my, I promise I will find those. Oh dear. I really am challenged when it comes to doing Facebook Lives, because I just get nervous, and this is what happens. I lose things. So, just looking to see if maybe I dropped them on the floor. Who knows? Okay. So I guess I'll just cut another piece. So I'm going to cut some white, and I'm going to just, here's a piece of white, and I'm just going to real quickly cut out the circle, and I'm using the Stylish Shapes. There they are. I found them. They were on the back of the, there. Okay, so now we've got this, this is the Stylish Shapes circle, and I'm going to stamp "You Are What Sunshine Feels Like" in Soft Succulent. And I want that to be right in the center. You are what sunshine feels like. If you're here, please let me know by leaving me a comment. I would appreciate it. So I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals in the center of the card. Right here. You are what sunshine feels like. And then my big flower will go in the corner. And again, I'm using dimensionals. And it will go right here in the corner. But before I do that, I'm going to add some of the, this right here. So I'm just going to put that right here and add just a little bit of snail. So it will stick, but it will be, that will go right there. And then I flower over it. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to add a dimensional to the little flower and add it to the bottom of the flowers. Please let me know if you're here by leaving me a comment. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to add a little bit of snail. No, not snail. Seal. And I'm going to tuck that right down in here. And then I'm going to add the other flower here. I think I'm talking to myself. I don't know if anybody's here. And then because I can, I'm going to add some rhinestones. We have to have bling, so I'm going to add a little bit of rhinestones right here and here and here. And there we go. Was that easy? Really easy. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you see this on the replay, let me know. And if you share my video, I will send someone the card that we made today. Thank you, and don't forget that today is free shipping on a $75 order. So if you place an order, and if you are interested in the Desert Details bundle, if you buy the dies, which are called Desert Detail dies, if you buy those and the stamp set separately, you save $19. So more buck for your money. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Oh, there are. Rebecca, you're here. Oh. Who got the card from last week? I didn't see any shares. So if you're still on, Rebecca, I didn't see any shares from last week. But if you shared it, I will give you the card. Yeah, I know it's sideways. I'm still struggling with how to figure that out. But thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. And I hope there's someone else on too, or they watch it on the replay. That's it. Bye.